With this comp, I think that makes sense.
Yep.
Extra tool to lock people down as well for the map field.
And she has been a pretty good pick into Zion that we've seen develop over the
T.
Yeah, no, that's good. Good stuff.
It would be great now. Imagine.
Oh, dude, Transformers 1 is that's the good. They shouldn't stop there.
Action.
Yeah, we've got an exhaust down. Cyclone to answer it though, and there's a decoy. It's not exactly the target you want to engage onto. Croco does have the Crescent Guard though, as Yahoo's just going to get inside the circle and see whether he can get something done. And the answer is he absolutely can before he dies. Closer now looking for some angles here as Tibbers is going ballistic. He picks up a double kill, and this is why you do not underestimate the big...
We have another fight on our hands.
Yep, another bear is ready to come out as well. We're making it rain in the river, which is a little bit unnecessary. It's already pretty wet. That's all right. Flash comes in from Closer, throws down the bear, gets a brilliant incinerate to make sure that Yahoo is dead before he can really do anything. Teddy now in trouble as the rockets are raining. And Hype is looking to chase them down. The decoy not going to be doing any of much as Teddy is going to spend his first little stint in the death chamber here after his trip back to the LCK after 90 days. Wrongfully Accused. If you haven't seen Wrongfully Accused, just go and watch it. It is the dumbest film to ever exist, and I almost heard that Keeper's Verdict is still a little while away, these early levels. So they do have to be a little bit careful. And there's the flash in. They look for the angle onto Rich. He does flash himself away as Yahoo going to be able to buy some space between worlds. DRX, though, still not quite able to get themselves in there. Steadfast presence is good. Bullet time even better to soften up the cow. And once again, Tibbers is going to donate 50 gold, this time over to Rich. In goes Unil. Can he find it? Yes, he just gets headbutted out, though, as Polu will get slammed into the wall. And Bro just kind of playing with their food for so long that the food bit back.
I don't want your food to bite you, but somehow, Bro on the receiving end of that, as it felt like they had a lot of windows there to actually commit, but kind of kept going for these half engages. And DRX shrug off a lot of that.
That was more just a Duro thing.
Oh no, I think it was just a Duro thing, but I know it's also a meme. As a drink gets taken, and we go 2-2.
Yeah. So it's evening out the dragons. We're making sure that we get as many chemtechs as we possibly can.
Join with results. But now they've stalled for so long. I think they can just take this.
Well, the teleport is going to come in, but it feels a little bit late here. Croco in perfect position. The rotate over from Sponge, but they're holding on to him. They do want to be able to burst this one down, and Croco is almost dead. The public execution comes down, but it misses. And the Cyclone comes in. The knockups are good, but that one's even better as the bullet time does help secure the kill onto the jungler. And there is the steal. DRX! They managed to deny the Bros, and the Bros just wanting to get themselves out of here. Polu decides instead, though, that he wants to go back in. And perhaps to get themselves out of there was a better choice, as down goes the Annie as well. Morgan and Hype just wondering what the heck just happened because it all went wrong.
Bit of a split call there for Bro. No, it's definitely gone.
It's just gone, yeah. Down to 5,000. The Dragon has spawned. Polu, I think, has an idea of what's going on here, but he just can't face check. And so the Baron's just going to get secured here by DRX under the nose of the Bros. And yeah, they might be able to get a Dragon, but it's a consolation Chemtech. And that doesn't ever feel good. And so DRX have really just taken this game back.
If it was Soul, I think it would have been fine, but it's not even Soul. It's Soul Point, Atlas.
Yeah.
You know what, Bro? I don't care. It's fine. Just give Nash.
This is so weird, though, isn't it? Because, like,
they did
at
just
this
beat
point,
DK. That did happen.
Yeah,
Watch that happen.
And also, this team is like mostly old sandbox, right? It's not even really Bro anymore, but it's still the same Bro. It's still, we can do things in the early game to create a lead, and then we stop. He's almost the objective right choice. I always like Chaox as well. That's right. Yeah, who does manage to take down this turret? We are extending this Rebel Baron power play really, really far.
We really are hitting a variety of topics as well. So I think this bot lane turret might have to give it up, Bro. We'll see if they really want to play for a heavy contest. With this super, or a powered rather, double cannon, I don't know if they can really do that much.
Well, they do have 5 members in the area. The Ambassador's rotating around as well. The bear goes down. They're going to look for Andel, who goes down very low. It's a late Steadfast presence. But now, between worlds, a massive knock-up, though, as Morgan finds the angle, but the Cyclone is just too good. And yes, Morgan might be surviving, but unfortunately, he's lost his Annie, and his Corky's a little too low, so he's just going to get cut down where he stands. Oh no, bros. That was the back-breaking fight, and DRX utilized their Baron sneak. It turns into a 6,000 Red Bull Baron power play, and the game might just be over right here.
Might just look for the end. It's been a Sponge and Rich duology in these fights. The two of them just finding the backline again and again, and even though Teddy gets his ult interrupted, I don't think it really matters as Rich dancing around deathless on this Mbessa.
Yeah, having a great time. And we know, like, Rich actually had some pretty good performances as Pulverize going to hit a couple in the backline there as Yahoo does die. And in fact, a couple of people die to Hype, who does a fair bit of damage, but it does not matter. This Nexus is still going to go down if Teddy has anything to say about it. And he does. He says, bring it, bros. We'll take you in game one.
I don't
support Trundle.
I mean, Leona, like, at least you can fish with ult, right? It's something.
Well, they're going to lock it in. They're very happy to be the Troll King. As Andil doesn't get stunned up because that Mystic Shot misses.
Oh my god, they're just going to die.
The angle. Yeah, Hype just going to have to flash, but now Sponge, he can just flash in and chomp him. Oh no, oh no, oh no, the Troll was under the bridge! And he's just, as I said, he didn't even need to flash in, he just chomped him! And that was it! Now Polu just has to watch as he also gets chomped! And no one even dies. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous dive, and Rich also survives on the top side. Croco getting cooked, and my god, DRX
playmaking potential, and he is trying to sneak in here. Oh, just on the edge of vision.
Yeah, not quite able to sneak into that brush.
He doesn't have to contest this. I think they made the right call, but you are Vi and Ari.
Yeah.
And you're not contesting Drakes. You're down 2.
And that is going to be feats of strength, you know, as it might be tough for the Lord, who I think knows that things are getting a little bit rough as they do move their way in. Flash still available, but he decides he wants to use that next time because he was looking pretty dead. And it's just going DRX crazy territory.
We're going to get a Herald fight. If Bro lose this fight, I think it's done. They need to find good target selection.
Well, Croco, he's just going in. He flashes out of the way of the Solar Flare and finds Yahoo. Closer is there as well. They managed to land the chomp. The True Shot Barrage is going to be able to take down the Azir. And now Morgan is going to end DRX's world as he takes down Andil. There goes Rich as well. Thank you for the Bro Tax chat. You guys did this.
Find Yahoo. That man did not get to play the video game, and the turnaround that we all knew deep down was coming. Flash up the Croco to ensure he doesn't get taken down by the Solar Flare, and then an entire ult from Teddy goes into Polu.
Oh, okay. We are back in the action once again. Emperor's Divide is on to 2, but it is Andil that's going down, and Polu just walks it off. Close is going to turn up, and DRX, what happened? As Teddy's actually kind of popping off right now, but the relentless pursuit to try and escape is coming on through here. There is the culling. That'll take down the Braum. And it is a 2 for 2 in the end.
Timeline, though, is clearly didn't find the ult. Was ambitious dive anyway. What does it mean for the fight? Closer does have his ult.
Here's that dragon that we were going to fight over before. Croco's going to go in. They are just looking to execute the Trundle, and they do exactly that. Andil, he's got the Eclipse running, but where's the follow-up? Where's the answer? It's a double for Hype, as Yahoo's now just going to get stunned up by the Braum passive. Teddy gets ceased and desisted. Oh, Assault and Battery is so much better for doing that, but that is kind of what happened in the end. And now it's a free dragon over to the Bros. They have full control of killers. Never have a lead early, and everything will be fine. And you know what?
Novels.
Really?
So I actually did read all of them, yeah.
Is that worse, or is me reading them twice on purpose bad? As Sponge is going to get taken down very low again, but this time the Subjugate's going to be working out. True Shot Barrage wasn't enough. Oh, the door is there to answer the Lucian. As Closer was dashing over, but doesn't quite find a target.
It's getting taken a little low, but looks like DRX doesn't want to commit with their front line so rich.
Okay.
Well, I guess he had flash, but no longer.
Well, DRX are doing that startup Otacon thing. How do we feel about that?
Well, we saw what it did for Bro in the last game, so I'm waiting with great interest.
Well, we are true-shotting and barraging. Rich
There's
taking a bit of damage, but it's Morgan in a bit of trouble. Does find some knockups, though. And remember, has a lot of healing. He goes golden, but now Closer is going to show up. The equalizer does nothing. Teddy trying to get out of the way of Polo, but he should be able to get this one done. It's a double as Teddy makes his presence known. Nice. Charm will connect, but Andal back underneath that Sun Disc. And Bro, don't know about this one. Croco is dead, and Sponge
no equalizer right now available, and DRX, I might just have to give this.
I mean, there's no ults apart from the solar flare that's coming up pretty soon, but it's just gone. So the Bros, some highway robbery here as the Otacon is going to be secured.
Oh, sorry, Banshees allows you to play more aggressive.
Right, and that lets you hold onto the stacks more effectively.
Well, that, but also you can play more aggressively into the opponents because you can tank a skill.
True.
So, like, you can ult in more aggressively because you're fine.
Well, we'll see whether that is going to remain the case. So far, 3-0-6 having a very good time as Yahoo may discontinue having a good time.
We're playing two sides of the map here. This is risky from Bro.
They are.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They're on a dragon right now. That is going to go down, but can they all get themselves out?
That was a little dicey.
Why did we did not need to press the Q button?
No,
they are not going to move into the fog of war.
He needed to kill it. Actually needs to kill it as soon as possible.
Pretty good with this composition that doesn't really have a true tank. All right, in goes the buy. Doesn't quite find the Vault Breaker, and will just get that back massage and put into the Death Chamber with the equalizer. Very well played here by DRX to lock down the jungler, but just a little bit of a step too far there by Croco on the bottom side of the map. So they'll lose the turret. DRX. But yeah, Teddy against the world. It's just Jin Air all over again. Why is it always just, it all comes back to Jin Air? Hype, possibly in trouble, but the Pillar not really doing too much. True Shot Barrage just to spin the wave as best they can. That's an Arcane Shift. As in comes Closer. He's spotted on Vision, but what? Andal is just dead. He's just too far up. Just a mistake here from the support out of DRX, and you've said it already, he's the only one that can hold people in position.
Well, Baron Pit might be doing them some favors here. That's a close and tight corridor. Oh, look at the setup here. Multi and Croco looking.
Croco on the angle, finds their way in. There is the flash forward from Closer, but Teddy is alive, and then he's taken out. Rich also is going to be able to go golden, but that's a see your death type go golden. And now Yahoo finds himself running the wrong direction. They save the Azir till last, and Sponge is running for the hills. This is a Baron if the Bros want it, but they might look to break open the base first as the True Shot Barrage sails by. Oh man, Andal probably going to be kicking himself after that one.
Wonder what happened there. It's, I think, another example of DRX not all being on the same page.
Yeah.
Because Andal, he needs to step up to try and secure Vision, but I hope we get a replay to see what actually happened there. Felt like he both overstepped, but if the rest of the team at least provides some safety, maybe that could have been something. We did see, though, the problem for Teddy. As okay, guys, this game is game is done.
It's not looking too good. That's a nice solar flare, though. Polo comes on over just to see what's going on. Yeah,
but the game is done.
It is, and it's so weird that it's an exact mirror of what we saw in Game 1. But the other side. Okay, we're rushing a Baron as
I like
Soul Point.
They might be able to take this.
Let's see if that can happen. Teleport to come in from Morgan.
Croco's here.
Angle. True Shot Barrage to layer on through. It is going to be Rich that locks down the Baron for DRX. Teddy has been dove on, though. He does manage to take down Croco, but Morgan's there to end his world. Yahoo now trying to get out of the way, and the Emperor's Divide doesn't really do anything. Unfortunately, if you divide by 0, you're just going to find yourself in the Death Chamber, and there is the win for the... Although, I guess Croco died, and Closer to the fight the Bro won, and I'm like, oh, it's all great, but it's not. Okay.
Their siege is good. They can set up. Need to actually get to the turret, though.
And a team fight when it works looks pretty good for DRX as well. Let's see whether some more of these picks can actually come. Oh my god, Rich taking so much damage. Closer having to use the ult just to avoid the culling, but once again, Andal is in no man's land. Emperor's Divide just to buy some space, and it might have actually done so as Teddy down so low, still trying to kite, still trying to do damage as Croco. He can't get there, my god! Teddy, you monster, but he's left the rest of his team! And they are going to fall down. Rich with the teleport in, and then the run away. And wait, was this another DRX? Maybe one day.
Well, they you know, theoretically it's possible.
Well, probably going to show him the door.
They got mid.
Pretty good about that.
Wait,
Teleport in.
wait,
Morgan.
Morgan.
It's the pincer attack. There's the flash in right on top of Yahoo, but it's the Lucian they have to take down, and they absolutely do that. The Empress of Idon does 3, but what is that going to do? The answer is nothing at all, as Hype hits 2 with the ulti on the back end. Sponge gets eliminated. Is that a clean ace? Is that a clean ace for the Bros? It absolutely is, as Andil, for the first time this series, goes down last. And the Bros will move on to Game 3.
Not even close, baby! As Lord Morgan, with the taxes in his hand, heavy with gold, finds the flank. Croco gets on top of Teddy. Teddy did not get to play the game. By the way, as we highlighted, that Vi-Ahri combo ends up being the difference maker.
That was ridiculous. The Lord, I guess they were listening when you were talking about the Lee and the Zed. And so then they banned that away.
Well, it's like,
so
what, but it makes sense, because like, what?
Yeah, no, what else are you going to play?
Are you going to play like Olaf?
All over your front.
So, I actually, thanks to my cat,
Never mind, bit of a dive here towards the bottom side, and that is just a dead Sante.
As Rich ends up in frustration.
And I don't know, yeah, it's...
So, that's how I felt, actually, right there. Because my entire face and my shoes, I actually didn't get on my shirt, were covered in smoothie.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a mess.
It was the perfect time to get...
where you go Shojin into, like, Liandry's.
That's kind of fun.
I kind of like that.
Let's see how it's going to work here for Croco, as in goes Sponge. Magnus going to try and turn this, though, as Petrifying Gaze doesn't quite get the stuns, and down goes Polu. The spears are sort of flying all wayward, and Closer is just dead. DRX, they answer back beautifully here, but don't quite know what the plan was.
All in onto Sponge here.
Maybe they thought they'd find a Killer Instinct
special
to get Hype in there.
You can't do that.
Well, if in doubt, kill Rich seems to be the plan here, as there is the Croco and Morgan show that we were asking for. They find the angle as the spear is just avoided here by DRX. Teleport back in from Closer, though, as he's looking for the angle. Croco needs to land some of these, but he's not really hitting them, and there goes the Drake. Void Seeker going to connect onto Rich, and it's going to be a hextech soul this game as well. That's massive. Morgan down to 50% here, as Yahoo does spot out where the Renekton is.
1-1 in Drakes, 2-2 in kills. That's how I like my Rise group matches, Atlas.
Oh yeah. I just tend to talk.
Well,
and actually, they can kind of do that and get away with it, but who wants some attack speed in the build?
Especially in this game.
Oh yeah.
So how many people, and he's so big, I think with the 2-item spike on the 80 carry. Oh.
Sometimes you just want to press R.
Yeah, I think he was trying to predict Sponge's EQ, and then he just didn't.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. Well, Closer's going to stand his ground here. Miasma does go down as Andil. Not going to be dashing off that one, but he still takes a lot of damage. Croco getting out of there because he does the same thing. Primal Surge might be able to keep him around, though. The sustain here for the Bros is going to be a little bit better.
Both top laners are backing, looking to TP in. This could be the fight that decides the game.
Yep, Morgan, very scary on this Crocodile, as we know, but it looks like Bro might be giving this up. Let's see how this one's going to go. The teleport comes in, and Morgan with the rest of his team, and he's just walking forward. He's like, guys, I am huge, and I will be able to take these guys down. Sponge gets out of the pit. Croco gets in. There's the Magnet Storm, and they've caught 2 out of position. Down goes the Rise. Yeah, who didn't get the memo that they were backing away, and they secure the Dragon. The Bros are looking to try and do it again. That's feats of warfare as well. Is this a bridge too far? The answer is probably not, because there's no Rise for another 20 seconds.
There's no Teddy. He's walking way over from mid lane. I don't think they have to damage.
Yeah, he doesn't have On the Hunt available.
Right, Sponge.
As there's a little knockback onto Morgan. They're going to look for the turn angle. Cataclysm onto Closer, who's standing his ground. Teddy gets stunned up, but he's doing a pretty good job standing his ground. There's the dash around from the Cassante, but he just doesn't have any money. Oh God, Sponge! Highway robbery as Polu comes on over, but he's not able to stop him. Teddy will go down as the slices and dices come in, but Otacon is such a big prize, and Yahoo! He's going to turn back up. The triple knock up from Sponge. They take down the Kai'Sa, and it's DRX that are able to get it done. Morgan will go down, and I have a feeling that that emote is going to be necessary. The shaky hands for the Renekton out of frustration here for the Bros, unless they can get some sort of psycho turn. I don't know about that one. As out goes Croco. And he's not even able to get his Raptors, I don't think. Man, it was so good when they took the Dragon, and that was when we needed to cut the video. But Otacon is a lot, right? Otacon is actually incredibly high value.
Basically, it's even, is what we're saying.
Polu
died.
Polu died again. Okay.
Not ideal.
Croco is making rifts.
Both with 6 out of the 7 kills.
Yeah, he's having a great game.
Polu.
Oh dear. Just
very straightforward.
Was caught in a place on the map that he wasn't allowed to be.
Just trying to clear vision as Morgan might have to take matters into his own hands. Can he get the plasma stack for Hype?
Now he's going to try as Rich goes all out, and then he's all out of options, unfortunately. And Hype comes on over. That is going to be another one picked up. He now has his Infinity Edge done, so I think the Bros know that this is happening, but can they actually do anything about it? That's the question.
I think they're too late.
Yeah. Probably going to get held out of the pit here as Andal just buying space, and the spear is not going to land. DRX highway robbery. They'll be able to steal away the purple buff.
That's the rise value.
There it is.
Right there.
And that's why you can't give up vision control around that area, even for a moment.
Well, they knew, right? And I actually think Croco could have made it. Just didn't have the time. They're going to get Soul Point, but Soul Point for Nash, that's not worth it. It was Soul, no-brainer. Now they got to hold on tight and pray that they get the opportunity to get themselves to the hextech Soul somehow.
It's going to be the big one. Sponge and Yehu getting to work on this inner turret. That is going to extend the gold lead here for DRX. As they move to about, 3K. Red Bull Baron power play here. And Croco possibly caught out of position unless it's a cunning ruse. Rich making his way over. Hype. We know that he's in danger. Does he know? That's the real question, as there's Yehu flashing on top. The flash out immediately there from Hype as well. Shattering Strike, not something that Rich really cares.
Really big deal. Want to highlight, again, bottom 2 are out. DNF, they're not technically locked yet, but they are in, most likely. So getting a direct win over your opponents is a really big deal. And for BRION,
we're going to get popped here. But the Bros, they are looking for it. They want to fight for this. 5 seconds, and Croco getting dove on here by Andal. The Dragon has now spawned. Oh, goodness. Are we flipping for Hextech Soul?
Oh, yeah, Bro want to, for sure.
Well, they're going to start this one up. Oh my goodness, it's taking so much damage. Morgan is just going to be Hexgating over. Rich will follow him. The quickness gets into the backline, but where is the follow-up as Morgan flashes over? And Rich uses it as a way to taxi his way forward. They take down the Jarvan. The killer instinct, oh no! He didn't really want to do that, but fortunately they did have a crocodile, but it may not be enough. Closer is still alive. Yehu is so big, and in goes Croco. Andal, I just don't think you'll have any sort of assistance here, and Yehu has to do it alone. He has to be the hero, but he's on the miasma, and he's taken by Croco, and they have the Hextech Soul. I didn't even see the Dragon go down. This is absolute cinema, and I love it. Mayhem! You know, and they just didn't kill
Croco,
the Resto Shaman.
He was wobbing and weaving, he was getting that line of sight.
And in the meantime, Sponge is just dead. Okay, welcome back to live, ladies and gentlemen. The jungler is now down, and the Bros... Oh, there must have been an influx. It must have been you guys yet again. The purple is now a buff surrounding the Bros as they march towards DRX.
Pay to win in my LCK.
Oh, absolutely, and we love to see it. Capitalism, baby. As all right, the Bros now just diving. They know they can see it, and they've got Hextech Soul. Man, it is so disgusting. Down goes everything. Hype is collecting a triple kill, and Teddy turns up just like Donald Glover with the pizza. It's a quadra under the inhibitor turret. Inhibitor to follow here, and the Bros, they are done with this. They want to go home. It's about 11 p.m. And yeah, out of the death chamber and straight back in there once again. Could have potentially been a pentakill there for Hype, but instead it's Croco that locks it down, and the Bros do it again. Back-to-back reverse.